somos nós. Vou pegar a quest. Eu também quero tirar uma foto. E não tem que achar lugar. É folgado mesmo, viu? Eu me perdi.
What's the hurry?
É, pegar o TP do alto e ir voando teria sido mais fácil.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are... But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he...
What agreement?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And
Tão facilmente.
Where is that guy?
Então quebram.
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue. The flagship restaurant of the Lee style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open. Don't talk to Paimon like that.
Que a Paimon quer a comida. $200 de mora. Aqui do lado. Não, ele, lá, ele já tá aqui. Aí. Oh. Não lembro das opções do ferreiro. Vou deixar aqui por enquanto.
Aha, as promised, I found someone who can help you.
So, where is he?
He certainly is. I took the liberty of setting up a bit.
Jantar de negócios.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your
Senhor, é uma honra.
Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Yes.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Genshin some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. we ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired
Nossa.
killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng funeral parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo
Shit,
Archon's
faz
last
demais.
rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting. Well, if we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted.
Os hashis. Mas comeu.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and I see. So you're that
Ainda
sort
bem.
of person. It's not a bad, but I suppose
Nada mal.
you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's organizing the rite of parting. Liyue is the most prosperous of the seven nations, defended by deities and ruled by Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui.
Huh. What would Child get out?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use...
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. But first...
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Which it's cheap and it's fun and
Betting? No.
Noctilucus Jade, of Radiant Grade.
Radiant Grade Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a... What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look...
These three pieces really do look pretty. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? If it were me, the answer...
Oh?
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with Such panache, good sir.
Oh, wait, boss. That one. Hey, if we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked.
Aspecto.
How do you not
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one...
what?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money.
No need to waver, even when I am constrained by evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be... If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your craft...
Whoa! To think.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What is that?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the
Priceless, huh? We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can...
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and...
aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very...
But wouldn't something this thin go...
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up.
What sort of condition?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think...
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to...
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at One Mean Restaurant?
That would not do. It is a place where people come...
Oh, Paimon remembers. We once saw
No,
this big pot down at the data... Now, let's pack...
Silchers, mano. Outro nível. Nó.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land...
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit late, but we gotta cut the line!
By royal decree.
Nem precisava.
There's still soup in here! These hilly trolls sure have big appetite. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental... We're ready to go! Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the rest. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the...
Boba, get them!
hold you back.
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after. That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls! They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food!
You're toast!
Ué, não tava controlando no Pyro. Tipo, não tava aparecendo na tela.
Let's light it up.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright!
Terceira Jade.
That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade,
You're back,
shall
my
we?
friends.
Exactly.
No problem.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of...
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery had... It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the... Alas. Alas, all things must pass.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even get...
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it...
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as...
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting on?
Now that we've made our choice, let...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must... As I thought.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small... That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
It's fine. Just enough for half price.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to you.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single more.
I will do my best. You have my...
Vamos ver a velocidade que vai ser jogando aqui de cima. Mais rápido, acredito.
We can leave the jade here. I have... yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparation. The Liu Chising have...
But when something this big happened here... Although with that said, since we got back from... Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all... These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden...
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue. Which is to say the only mint into
Nossa.
that. All the mora that flows throughout the world.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about any... But why do you...
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Chising, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already... Perhaps each has their motives. But this in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. Well then, we should go and prepare the...
Perfumes? Where'll we get...
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however...
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high
We shall not speak of the details right now.
We certainly do.
Agora
Which
sim.
kind would you like?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each.
My goodness, this
Tommy.
gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants.
Service dele.
Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. I'm sorry? Ah, yes. We've met before, haven't we? Now then, please peruse at your...
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestors. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by... Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical...
Wow, a true connoisseur.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge.
Mano.
My traveler friend is the one to watch.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
I'll take them all, Bob.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most... But this silk flower purchase is not Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower, like several other tedious and complicated traditions. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last
1700 anos sem fazer um ritual de ascensão.
Now that's settled. A question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you
Yes, in a sec.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since these flowers will be used to glorify our...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they don't...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around...
Thank you, boss. I think...
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the...
So, now that we've got the...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunate.
Talk about first world...
Hence, I need you to help by asking around.
So this time, we get to go around town?
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild.
Ainda bem que ele tem 2 pontos de teleporte. Se bem que monstros também. Na parte de baixo e na parte de cima, real. Já resgatei a recompensa.
Add Astra.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's...
Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing.
Now that you mention it. Yes. Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out.
No, they were from... Anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
The fortune teller, right? Paim thinks, Lon.
perfume? I rarely think. That said, some of the cosmetics I use, since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty.
That's the worst.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone?
Yanger? Oh, as in.
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them.
Great! This is just the end.
Ela conhece o título dela e não conhece ela. Ou não lembrou.
What's the hurry?
Well, hello. You found me.
What? How did you?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal.
Snooping around? Why are you?
What can I say? People love to talk. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? 3 in one go. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true. Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity.
Zhongli was right. People don't.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered."
That went over Paimon's.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. So, where is a good place? Where is that? Mondstadt? Somewhere closer to home will do.
Vamos pra cozinha fazer perfume. Por que não?
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
I've had a word with Chef Ma. Are you ready to
What did?
I meant make me proud. Well, I'm setting up.
Ah, tá lá de fora. Vaza, vaza.
This water. Now, I need you to extract. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. So now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Ooh, you're a nat. Now take these and try it out. Don't forget to do all 3.
Os 3 óleos essenciais. Isso aqui. Não lembro assim, dessas engrenagens.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Eu pensei em
Anyway,
você, oxi.
shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined taste. Finally, the third one has a soft, all clear? Don't get that good. Be sure I'll leave you with some party. One who tries to sail 3.
Rapaz.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the statue.
Oi, gente, é um sucesso.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief...
Well, how can a person compete with...
That is true.
3 sets?
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yin, this is the second kind. It's got an elegance. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis...
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Qixing can get...
We can leave that to the authorities.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is...
Sure, but...
Ah, I have certain reason...
Man, what...
Tá. Essa parte de cima.
What's the
Correto.
hurry?
Vamos lá, vai. Só uma coisa antes. Agora sim. Isso não peguei ainda, né? Já.
All things must change. It's nothing. It's nothing.
What happened to...
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies, if they heard beautiful sounds like... But if they heard too much wild gossip...
So that means these flowers feel what's happening?
Yes. The rumors of Rex Lapis. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Qixing made it all up. This harbor is like a
Fundo do mar.
mountain of dried... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's group borrow something? Apart from that, But it was not originally mine either. I was a vain beauty when I was young, and he could not dissuade me. And so he gave it to me. But it has been many years, and still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and,
All right, children. There is no need to worry.
do you live...
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is some...
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her
shut.
things. Quickly now. Go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear. So many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Acho que eu vazio, cara.
Off we go.
Did you
Tô
know
seguindo ele.
the cobwebs were made of elemental energy? How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
A falta que faz.
Reveal that.
Freeze!
Let's light it up.
Será que funciona? Vai de arrasta. Fogo.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Julian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Ah, agora que eu usei já.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Get out of here.
Nossa.
Get out of here.
Nossa, esquece. Vai assim mesmo.
Odds reveal.
Cool it! Oh, so
Fazer a partícula.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Loba, get them!
freeze! Don't get frostbite.
You're toast! Nice and spicy! Out of the frying pan!
Adventure time.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do.
Aí prende a gente aqui, se quer escondido.
Oh, in and out in no time. An adeptus. As to whether I am one or not, child.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. But don't you think it's weird? Something's...
Oh, don't be silly. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of to cry, catch the murderer at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine is fine. So, why would I be unwilling to... Oh? Well, if it came to that, we haven't met in a while anyway. Well, you must have things to do. Oh, and do tell the person that if they have time...
We will.
Sem
Let's just...
querer. Ah, tá aqui já.
What's the hurry?
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old grip. If you have the time, you...
That tone does not suit you. Still, when a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to...
Ooh, Paimon loves kites!
No, no. Kites are chill. I will explain it to you. But our next...
Oh, sure. Here.
Sério. Ó.
Quite the find.
Aí embaixo.
What's the hurry?
Outro poema e a velhinha do catavento.
What's the hurry?
Ignorante. A tiazinha do catavento.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of... Well, this is Mr. Zhongli. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well. but he likes to.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been I have made kites in Liyue for
Nossa.
40 years, and I am intimately familiar.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of part.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these...
Well, allow me.
Salvou.
Hey, it's Child!
No way. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. Or perhaps you could say that he can...
How has he not died of hunger?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, the rite of parting requires helping hands as well as material.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve man.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a...
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventure.
A most fair price.
5 geocrystal flies. Yeah.
Eu tenho. Pra quê?
A full
Você
day
pode
of
ver o
odd
que
jobs
acontece.
at Eugene Terrace. No problem.
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus...
É, tá caro.
This price will do. No loss to me.
Oh, help? Sure. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Eugene Terrace. They aren't...
No problem.
Isso aí é pesado.
That'll be 20,000 more.
Done.
Vale.
Oh. You're a
Pô, o trampo mais pesado paga mais caro.
What's the hurry?
All
Some
finished
notes.
then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need?
Ah, não tá indo. Bugou o jogo de novo, sério, jogo? Desconfigurada.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover?
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No!
Well, how does the...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. Just what is this about? The...
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo's...
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not Now, if you'll excuse me...
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
What's the hurry?
Huh. The receptionist dessert. Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo.
Huh? Did you...
The reception, it seems.
How about...
Melhor healer do jogo.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the...
Something like this would be
Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Did...
Surely no prescription is needed to
Chi-Chi can get your medicine. But only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's or...
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie... My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way every...
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please...
Guizhong... It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus located in Qinheng Pass. It was designed to automatically fire at large...
Mr. Zhang Li...
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever...
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal.
Did you wanna...
No. Just that the cocoa goat, what it looks like. Don't know. Where to find it? Don't...
Very well then. Let's start by investigating...
Aquela coisa chata.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think... Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parrot. That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair...
So,
I have a smattering. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with.
Where is that supply post? Here, post.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Oh! Ooh, wonderful.
Ah, these. One moment. I will. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista.
Ooh!
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look.
Over here we have nothing. And over.
Hey! So you fixed up this turret?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name.
Ha! Are you blind? This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like last time we approached the mountain, a few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then the next thing you'll be repaired.
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy. It is not we who need.
Cool it!
Nice and spicy.
Jab and cross. Disappear!
As a good knight should. Out of the frying pan.
Jab and cross. Wind blade.
Freeze!
Boba, get the...
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Another test subject. That tingle eye.
What's the hurry? Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
You're toast.
That tingle.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
picked the wrong test subject.
Freeze!
With the wind!
Leave it on top.
This moment will be frozen in time. Done.
Boba, get them! Nice and spicy.
You're open!
Out of the frying pan. These lowlifes didn't know.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble.
Oh yeah, that.
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology.
Which means a Paimon wouldn't go.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to.
Good idea.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Forgive us. We were unable to.
What a disappointment.
Oh, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So taste. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Ah, here. This is the.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random.
Excuse me, everyone. Did.
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learned a valuable life lesson.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of...
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi.
Animal de estimação.
The medicine
A boca da serpente tá renderizada.
is speaking. I
Nem
prefer
roupa
to
ele.
stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet.
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good...
Do you sell everlasting incense?
Everlasting incense.
Whew, at last.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
Aw, too bad the Chising have taken it over for now.
3 million. An innocuous
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do?
Cocoa goat! Cocoa goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness.
Hey, let's laugh.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a... Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk...
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration.
That's like 0.
2,990,000. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
lot is an absolute riot. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the...
Well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired...
Ooh, fine.
Well, traveler, have you gained anything odd? Which is it? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. To treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole
In the wall. As
Indeed.
Estranho. 700 XP. Ué. Ela tava na beirada. Tem um TP ali, mas não é assim mesmo.
what's the hurry?
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not... I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall
Hey, there's even a storyteller.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is... But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat
As you all know, high above the land, what does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang... Imagine. The weather is clear. Behold, the glow... They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
Da hora.
These are but scraps of paper, and merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will...
Tianquan Ningguang. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatu... Huh.
At last I have found you.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the mill. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yuehai... Well, in concrete terms,
Ningguang sent you?
My apologies, you who have returned from Jiayun Karst.
Sou do
I am
mundo
duty
mortal.
bound, but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her.
An official invitation.
Lady Ningguang said, invite him. I wish to meet at the Jade Chamber.
Então vamos para a câmara, gente.
And with that, the emissary. What we've received an invitation? We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon.
An invite. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget
Don't worry, we'll.
Ah, sempre tem um a menos. Se bem que eu acho que falta pouco. Ah, tá bom, de notificação. Ah, agora foi. Ah, ainda tem as diárias assassinas. Opa, side quest.
What's the hurry?
Ah, aquela menina de antes. Ah, já que eu posso pegar as armas, o que dá pra fazer? Ataque bônus de dano físico, precisa alimentar, não. Eu não uso arqueiro. Espadão que fica em campo, também não uso. Já tem pra Noelle. Pelo menos dando uma olhada rápida, elas não parecem muito atrativas. Ah, eu tô quase 28. Boa. Acelerar a resina, senão eu esqueço de gastar de novo. Ah, esse aqui que não dá pra fazer ainda. A primeira de todas é no nível... Mas por que? Não, não dá. Ai, tô mandando ainda. É, realmente. Vamos pra mostrar. Eu vou morrer ainda. Jogo me ajuda. Tá. O que eu posso fazer? Assim. Defesa. Ataque. Vou pra um aleatório só pra sair dessa parte que tá dando raio com elétrico, que é muito chato. Por enquanto é o que eu tenho. Dá pra ir? Não. Não sei. Essa provavelmente vai ficar nela por um bom tempo. Dá pra ir? Vamos nesse. Já.